Hi, this is Greg Ryan from Greg Ryan Fitness Global, coming to you from Colorado today. It's a little bit balmy and rainy, but man, the mountains look beautiful. I have been asked numerous times to talk a little bit about the money portion of the biophotonic scanner and the spreadsheet. So I'd like to, maybe just briefly, for about 10 minutes here, quickly go through the money portion of the business model of the biophotonic scanner as a doctor, as he puts this in place into his practice. There are basically three different types of income streams that he can use or she can use when it comes to cash flow with the biophotonic scanner. So it doesn't matter what kind of doctor you are. This has to do with nutritional testing, and there are three different types of income. There are scan fees, nutraceutical therapy, and scanner placement. But before I get into that, I'd like to give you a little bit of background or shameless plug about who I am and what I do. I have been a personal trainer for 35 years. I've had a career that most would dream of. I've published 47 books and 6 bestsellers on nutrition, aging, diabetes, Alzheimer's, ADHD, disease prevention for women, you name it. I have been blessed with a career that most would dream of, and now I am pursuing helping people on a mass scale across the world on disease prevention through antioxidant testing in their skin cell. So that gives you a little brief overview of who I am. I am more excited today about this piece of technology and placing it in your doctor's office than any other time in the last 3 years of doing this. So, but briefly, let's just kind of go over the money portion of this as we place this into your practice. This has to do with, the first one is scan fees. The scan itself, the Raman spectropathy technology, is a handheld device that was designed 15 years ago from the University of Utah, and it is a blue light ray called Raman spectropathy that was used to test the carotenoids in the back of your eye for macular degeneration, and it was converted by a company called Pharmanex into your hand, so it will test this technology will test the free radicals in your skin cell more accurate than blood serum in 30 seconds. So in your doctor's office, you place it on the front desk. We educate your staff members on how to do this. And every time your new patient or an old patient comes in, the front desk or the office manager will instruct them to place their hand on this scanner for 30 seconds. And it will give them a biomarker in the numbers between 0 and 100,000. And it will give you a risk factor of the amount of free radicals to oxidative stress on your cellular level. Very accurate. It's got 81 clinicals, and the doctor would charge anywhere between $10 and $30, on an average $20 per scan. So if you have a chiropractor's office and you do 10 patients an hour, do the math. So $20 every 30 seconds, and they would pay out of that. A lot of doctors will pay their front desk $5 out of that scan as an incentive. So, do the math real quick. If you got 5 scans a day, that's $100 times 5 days a week. That's $500 times even 50 weeks out of the year. If you take 2 weeks off, that's $25,000 of scan money and incentivizing the staff. So I don't know what $25,000 extra a month or a year would do for your practice, but that's just 5 scans a day. What if your volume is higher? We have orthodontists. We have different types of doctors where their volume is up higher. So if you do 10 scans a day, that's an extra $50,000. So just scan fees alone can add up. So that's an extra $25,000 to $50,000 in your pocket with no overhead and no liability with it. The next phase is the nutraceutical therapy that Pharmanex has created. They created a micronutrient vitamin or supplement pack that has a nanotechnology in it, and we can test the absorption rate of that particular nutraceutical, which is on a direct sales business. And so as you're kind of looking over this spreadsheet that I have in front of you, I put 5 scans, if you can see in that circle, 5 scans per day. And then the annual attrition rate of the nutraceutical, which is right to the right of that, says 50%. So out of those 5 scans, let's say 5, and let me backtrack here and say 90% of your patients will be scanning under 50,000, which is pre-disease type of risk factor levels. And I will also say that 90% of your patients are already on a vitamin, and if the scan score shows it, then that vitamin is not being absorbed. So you are just redirecting the money. You're not upselling anybody, and so you've already got the money in your or going through your practice. You just have to redirect it into your pocket. So that averages, that nutraceutical would pay that doctor, pay yourself $300 a year of commission per patient, even if they come to your facility or they don't, because they are on an automatic delivery system from Pharmanex themselves. So you have no inventory, no liability. So do your math there. If you are an average chiropractor who's got 3,000 patients on file and you just get 10% of your patients on that nutraceutical from Pharmanex, that is an extra $300 times 300 patients is $90,000 of passive income. So you have scan scores, which is an actual income into your pocket, and you have a nutraceutical therapy type of income, which is a passive income every month into your pocket. So real quick here, if I did the math, that'd be $25,000 plus $90,000 is $115,000 to your bottom line. Now, let's look at this spreadsheet for 1 second. The spreadsheet is basically we'll go over the scan score and it'll go over the attrition rate. And so, for instance, if you do 5 scans a day, and to the right of that, 50% of those go on the nutraceutical, and then look underneath where it says percentage of new ADR signups, only 50% of those even will drop out. Then you go down to the other circle on the right side of the page. Your income is $163,000 and $163,467. Now let me repeat that. That's just off of 5 scans a day. Half of those people go on the nutraceutical therapy, and half of those quit on a month-to-month basis. As this accumulates, your income at the end of the 12 months will be $163,467. Now, what is your overhead? Your overhead is basically a $2,750 one-time fee to get the capital expense, to get the scanner itself, and then it will be a $209 lease fee, which is non-binding. So if my math is correct, that's $2,959. Excuse me. That would be $2,400 plus $2,750. So you're at $5,150 is your capital expense for the first year. $5,150 is your capital expense for a return of $163,467. Can you say no-brainer? Now, if you have any business in math, I'm not sure that I am sure that there's nothing out there that will increase your income $163,000 in the first year. So your profit is basically, if my math is right, about $158,000. So there's the money. Show me the money. Jerry Maguire. 5 scans a day, 50% of them go on the nutraceutical from Pharmanex, direct sales. 50% of those drop out in the first year. Your income is $163,467. I don't know how to explain it any simpler than that. You got 20 people coming through if you're a chiropractor, you got 20 people an hour coming through your practice. A dentist, baby doctor, nutritionist, oncologist, surgeon. I mean, you name it. This is about scanning people on their antioxidants, getting a actual income fee of $20 per scan, a passive income fee of $300 on commission of a direct sales nutraceutical, and that accumulating into a $158,000 profit your first year. That is a no-brainer. My name is Greg Ryan. You can contact me at gregryanfitness@yahoo.com to talk about this further. Those are the numbers. The numbers don't lie. Have a great day.